Can marketers build real tools with AI coding assistants like Lovable? I spent the last year testing this. I built a full SaaS product, a public website for my community, and some lead magnets. And all this with zero coding background. So here's what actually worked, what turned into a complete nightmare, and whether you should pay for this tool. And so the first site is aimarketingmasters.com. This is my community's public website, and this is fully built with Lovable. So I just vibe coded or prompted my way through this, and it took me about 2 hours, I think, to get the first version up and running, which honestly, at this point, since I have built lots of WordPress sites as well, it would take me about the same time with a WordPress template as well. So I don't know if it's actually a time-saving trick for me, because the site is really simple. There's no blog here. There are only a few informational pages here, and I've used the simplest embedded elements here. For example, it's connected to my Substack newsletter here, so you can subscribe here. So I had to give Lovable a prompt with the script to Substack, so it added it there. And also I'm using testimonials script here with the service called testimonial.to. And this is a really good tool if you're building a new startup or setting up your new website and you want to collect testimonials from your customers really quickly. So it works with text-based testimonials, and also it allows videos. And you will only add the script once to your website, and once you get new testimonials, they get added here automatically. So I will share the link in the description as well. And of course, I've also added Google Analytics tracking here. So this is a fully working site. But it doesn't have much, it's just information and the link to join the community, which takes you out of this public website and into the community page itself. And with these simple informational pages, it works well, especially if you don't have much experience building websites, then you can get something up and running really quickly. But usually the first prompt, the first version isn't ideal, and you keep prompting away. And then 2 hours later, you realize that it's still not perfect. But I really wanted to build one site with Lovable just to see how it works. What I don't really like here is that I can't have a blog here. Well, I could prompt all of my blog posts through this prompting thing, but I have a feeling that then every blog post will look a bit different, and it's not a good system to have. So in order to have a website like this on your own domain, you need to pay for Lovable's Pro subscription. And once you cancel that subscription, your site is gone. So you get locked into their hosting. But I'll talk about the pricing and if it's worth it a bit later in the video, so stick around. So the verdict. Don't do what I did. Don't build sites like this on Lovable. Do it only if you want to have like a temporary demo site that you need to get up and running really, really quickly. But otherwise, I would use Hostinger, and I have a video about this as well. They have some AI features as well that help you get the site up and running really quickly, and their pricing is really affordable. So you can check out this video as well. I will link it in the description. And so the second project, I actually built a fully working SaaS over a weekend. And there's a video on my YouTube channel about this as well. You can find it here. And during this build, I set up a sign up and login functionality through this other tool called Supabase. This is very tightly connected to Lovable. So even for me with zero coding background, I could make it work. I also set up a paywall with Stripe, and I used the credit-based system, so not the easy SaaS subscription model. And then the product itself that worked on the background was created with make.com. And basically the product was just like getting SEO optimized blog posts, because I have lots of really good prompts worked out for this and the AI workflows. So I was thinking I could maybe sell this product on my own site that is vibe coded, and I was able to make it work, but only for the weekend. So after I published this video, I had to actually take down the link because I was terrified of actual people signing up and paying for this tool. So even though it seemed to work at first, there were so many errors that came up. And since I don't have the technical background, I was unable to fix them. And every time I fixed something, some other thing broke. And so I was terrified of keeping it live, and I was terrified that I'm going to charge people for the service they're not getting. And so I took down the link. So in that sense, you might be able to vibe code a SaaS product together in a weekend alone, but you need technical knowledge, background to basically keep it going. So the verdict. I was amazed that I, as a non-techie, could actually build a SaaS tool like that. And I was impressed that it even worked for that weekend. But overall, I think in the big scheme of things, you need developers, you need people who are able to keep your SaaS product running in the long run. So use Lovable only if you need the first demo out the door really quickly to get some funding, to get the team involved or something like that. But keeping these tools hosted on Lovable, I don't think it's the best way to go. If you're a developer and you think differently, please write me in the comments. And now the third project was creating lead magnets. And again, I have a video about it here on my YouTube channel where I tried out different AI tools for creating lead magnets for marketing. And Lovable actually won that test. But here's the problem. This is one of the lead magnets that I created and it looks great. And if I want to use it on Lovable's hosting, I just use their own URL that they give, or I connect it with my own domain if I'm on a pay plan. This works pretty okay. But usually these lead magnets, you want to embed them into your own tools or projects. And then as a non-techie, it might get kind of difficult. And actually just now I asked Lovable, how can I embed one part of this lead magnet on my own website? And it gave me some options. Basically, it said like go to GitHub, do a lot of like technical stuff that I don't understand, or like manually copy all of this, so whatever this is here. So basically, it's a lot of technical stuff, which is too much for a non-technical person like myself. So basically, I wouldn't count it as a success. My verdict is, again, you can use these lead magnets if you plan to host them on Lovable and you want to share the link here with your leads, but most likely you have your own marketing system set up and you want to embed the lead magnet into your own site. And then I think it's way easier if you're using ChatGPT, Claude, or any other AI tool that gives you the code that you can copy and paste into your own like WordPress site or whatever email marketing solution you're using or any other tool. But also if your lead magnet is something where users need to sign in or sign up, then connecting Lovable with Supabase again makes sense, but you have to test it out if this is the best tool for it. Maybe there are alternatives out there that are more focused on this use case specifically. So overall, Lovable is a great tool. They just became a unicorn. They are growing quickly and people love it. And actually, I've loved the experience as well. I've learned so much. But if you need to build assets for actual running businesses, then it's not for you. Also, if you're already paying for hosting with some other provider, then it probably makes sense to keep all of your websites at one place. And let's talk about pricing as well. So Lovable used to have this $25 per month pro plan, and with this you get 100 credits per month, and the way the credits are spent is kind of murky, so I don't really understand. But I didn't run out of those credits ever when I tried to get my public website for my community app. However, when I was building the SaaS tool, I ran out of these credits twice, so I had to upgrade all the time. So Lovable recently also introduced the Lite plan, which is $15 per month, and I actually am using this plan right now because I'm not doing much with the tool, but I still need my public website up and running with the custom domain. And in order to have that, I need to have a paid plan. So right now, just for the hosting of my one site, that is really simple informational site, I'm paying $15 per month. And it's not great because, for example, for my other sites, I'm using Hostinger and their pricing is way more affordable. So for example, with this premium plan, you start out with less than $2 per month fee. There are 3 months worth of services added for free as well. There's also an opportunity to have 3 websites on your account and also 2 mailboxes per website free for 1 year. So it's really affordable, but you also get a bunch of free stuff added on. So I'm actually going to move away with my public website from Lovable to Hostinger because I'm already paying for this hosting. I have everything set up here. And one of the main reasons is that I want to have a really reliable site that also has a blog. So I'm going to choose like a regular WordPress template. I'm going to make it my own. And with this, I can have a blog in there as well. And as I said, the price of hosting it will be significantly lower than with Lovable. So can marketers build tools without knowing any coding? Yes, but only simple ones. And if we talk about pricing, then also keep in mind that hiring a developer to do something for you costs thousands of dollars. So this tool is great if you need the first version of your future product out the door as quickly as possible to get some early funding, some teammates involved or something like that. But for running a fully functional tool, product, website, I don't think this is the best tool. So can marketers build tools with Lovable? Yes, of course. But should they? Think about it.